By the way,
That's
did
a
you
failure.
you see the Penguin yet?
I haven't watched it yet. I'm trying to just wait to the end.
Yeah, I know. I really, that's really what I want to do.
I just been
I'm
out of
like,
it, but you think I need to
man,
clock in? Do I need to
I think you
clock
need it.
in? Okay,
Yeah, I
I'm gonna
think you need
clock in.
yeah. Yeah, if you
Because
like
I
Andor,
mean, honestly, man, I'm so scared right now that I'm like, man,
yeah,
I don't know, man. I'm
yeah.
gonna chill because I
Nah,
just been like
nah,
defeated.
this one good to go.
Okay, check
Yeah,
in.
yeah, this one
I mean,
good to
because
go.
it was something I was definitely anticipating, and then just some of the ways that kind of DC moved that I was like, yeah, do I need? Okay.
Yeah,
Because I was
you know what
anticipating for it.
you know what I liked about it right away is it never takes itself too serious.
Okay.
It still give you that Batman feel,
Okay.
or you like, okay, yeah. Even though they cussing, they killing people, it never like tries to be something that is not. Like it don't try to be like, all right, we was Batman in the movie, but now we the Sopranos. It's like, no. It's still Batman. It's about the Penguin though.
Yeah.
So it's
We
dope. I
we
like it,
still in
man.
that Gotham, right? We still in that
Yeah, we
Gotham.
still in Gotham. You still feel like you in Gotham. You don't feel like you, because that's what I was worried about. It's like, man, y'all gonna try to be like Sopranos now, or y'all gonna try to be like, it's like, nah, it's the Penguin and it's in Gotham.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty good, man.
And I'm like, man, I'm just the worst thing's gonna happen if I turn that thing on. I'm like, oh man, no, y'all did that. I mean, that's just the fear these days, right?
Yeah, man.
Like
Especially with Marvel, man.
I shouldn't take it that deep, but it's like give everything a chance until it proves you wrong. But it's like,
after
I was looking for this
Secret War,
all of just a lot of this stuff.
Invasion.
Yeah, a lot of the stuff that just been coming out. And it's like, especially if I got now add to the fact that I have an anticipation for it. Like, this is kind of stuff that on paper I would like.
Yeah.
I gotta stop being nervous. Because I'm damn sure was nervous. I was nervous to even bring it up. Like, damn, Penguin. But we like 3-4 episodes in, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah, the first one was pretty good, man. I'm watching and I'm like, damn, this good.
All right. We talk about it next time. I'm gonna go ahead and catch up.
Yeah, it don't. I didn't want it to be like, I don't want to be too serious. I want to feel like I want it to feel like it's something that's just completely different from the source material, or should I say the original movie. So, but it's not that. It's an extension, spinoff. It's a true spinoff, man. It's dope. I like it, man. Yeah. I like it. I hope Gordon or somebody pop up. It'll fit. But yeah, man, that was a God kill streak right there. Whoa,
that's an elite level God though.
Man,
they ain't do us no favors though, man. They supposed to put comic.
You gotta put spoiler in the title, shows up. Looks like he gonna be in more. Like, come on, man. Like, you gotta. Yeah.
I don't like that feeling. I never felt put like this, man. This is the thing. In retrospect, okay, let me finish my line first. I don't like the feeling a lot of times when I'm watching something and it's obvious that they really setting somebody else for something up in the future, right? That's the most thing I get from it, or like a strong element.
Pilot, pause. Yeah,
100%. So and maybe it should have felt like that when I watched, let's say, Age of Ultron.
Yeah,
I never was like when I was watching that I was like, yo, I think they about to do something with Wanda and they about to try to do all these different things with Wanda and set all them up. Like they setting them up. Like it always felt like to me, even though Age of Ultron, you could look back and say, yo, there's a lot of things they was setting up for that. It felt like for me, it was still part of the movie. And then the things just happened off of that, right? But like it wasn't like I was like, oh man, they just doing this movie. So they just doing this so they can, it's a commercial for Wanda. It's a commercial for Falcon, like for Falcon and all that stuff. But they said it ended up.
They had a commercial right in the middle of that movie. That scene when she first started playing with, when she walked up behind him was doing all this.
Yeah,
that was a commercial. Those were trailers for future projects.
That
was Thor.
100% was. But I never felt like that.
No, I didn't. I was like, oh.
That's funny.
Like, yo, Ragnarok.
Yo, when she did that shit to Thor, she literally showed us his next movie.
He talking to Heimdall. It's like,
you're a destroyer of worlds.
Odin's son.
He's like,
what happened to your eyes?
Eyes. I see everything, Odin's son.
And then, she even foreshadowed Last Dance with with Steve.
Oh, with Peggy.
With Peggy,
Yeah, Steve and Peggy. My bad. I just put
when
Peggy in there.
Steve get his he danced with Peggy.
You're right, man. That shit was basically a commercial.
That was
It
like
was a trailer.
That was trailers right there, like future. Every future project. Well, you're right though. I never felt like that. I never felt like they waste the movie because they get accused of that a lot.
The post credits were that.
Post credits are that.
But
Yeah,
but I enjoyed that.
The movie is over. Yeah, the movie's over though. Yeah, at least you can say, hey, the movie over. Now here's a post credit. This is basically a hint, a teaser at what we doing next.
Yeah,
taking
Infinity War out of the way because it was a part 1. The only movie that the only movie I ever felt that the story didn't finish. I'm trying to think because I'm trying to think because I might be wrong about this because I was about to say like Marvel movie, right? That the story didn't finish at the end of the movie. It finished, before like fate, like the whole Phase 4 aspect of it. I was about to say Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness. I'm trying to think how the movie ended. Did I feel like? I guess when he walked out and he did the hot thing. I don't know. I've always felt like I don't know if I ever felt like the story ended, but I might be wrong about that now that I think about it. Like, the story ended. Like the movie ended, it was cool. And then they did that little extra stuff that was basically, even though it was a mid-credit, kind of mid-credit, even though it was at the end of the movie. No, I think they always done a good job of like finishing the movie.
Yeah.
The TV shows is different, but like the movies were like, okay, it's over. Some of them after Multiverse of Madness have been like open-ended, but yeah, most of them, Spider-Man, No Way, all of them shits they ended.
Yeah, they give you
because I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of like TV shows or movies. Like, hey, just in this story, you could give me a nugget for something coming out, but like, I don't want to walk out a movie thinking like, oh, okay, especially a movie. Oh, they were just doing this for setting up baby girls, little spinoff of little homies, little, and then like you say, if you know comics and stuff, you'd be like, oh, they just trying to set up Young Avengers. Like, hey, I thought we was done with, like you, to your point that you said earlier. I thought we were done with the Young Avengers. I thought we closed that one.
Yeah. It's wild. It looked like because you're right. Hawkeye was a backdoor pilot.
Yes.
Come on, man. It was a backdoor pilot for the new Hawkeye, first of all. But also kind of like the Young Avengers. Like you're setting up a Young Avenger and probably more than likely gonna be the leader of the Young Avengers.
That's right.
Her and Kamala.
Didn't they have the post credit in the Marvels, right? Where she did the Nick Fury move. Yeah. So I don't know why I'm thinking the Young Avengers is done. And they literally had a post credit in one of the most recent movies where she did the Nick, even though Iger said his line afterward. I think that was after that movie because it flopped, right? It bombed. So it was like, we gonna go back to the drawing board and less is more and all that kind of junk, right? Like sounds good, like as a probably talking to investors and not really the fans. Probably was like an investor day thing, and that wasn't really for us. But one thing I thought that was on the block would have been that, like, there's not a thirst for Young Avengers, and I think that is a misguided way of being like, because you always want to. We older, right? Like we can always think that they making these things for us, but they're not. Like you put Batman on the screen, we showing up anyway. But Batman is for it, and when they do Batman, that's for a whole new generation to start liking Batman. They already got us, right?
Yeah.
Like just because you said you going with young characters, no, you just go a younger version of the Batman. You put Spider-Man out. Like putting a young Avengers is not saying like, are we trying to get the younger audience? But what you got right here?
Nah, just pulling up.
Are we back on do they comic book movie where your spoilers at? What would they got?
I took them off, man. I adjusted the screen so that they wouldn't pop up. But we looking here, man. This is basically talking about how they're trying to cast the right Batman for this Brave and Bold movie. My question to you, even though you haven't seen the Penguin yet, but we know that it's getting good. It even mentioned in here it got rave reviews, which I can attest to. But my question to you, at what point do we gotta start thinking, man? Like we talked about this, and it mentions in this article also Andy Muschietti. You guys how you pronounce his name. He working on the It show. It's called Welcome to Derry. It's like about Pennywise or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
He's working on that, and they saying it's not a priority right now. Brave and the Bold, and so they haven't done anything for this movie. I'm here are the factors. You got a Batman movie that probably would have made a Billy had it been released under normal circumstances or a normal market. You got a follow up spinoff show. This Penguin is doing very well for HBO Max, getting good reviews. More than likely, it's gonna get good views. At what point do we gotta go? Because we talked about this. What point does JG and everybody at DC start and Warner Brothers start saying, do we really need to make another Batman? Do we need a Brave and Bold movie? Because basically you killing it with this universe right now. Are we gonna confuse the fans even more and put out another Batman universe with another Penguin, another Joker? You know what I mean? Like another Croc. I'm thinking
Word to Killer Croc.
the Rose Gallery right now, Batman.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
another
another Two-Face, another Riddler. Yeah, you just had the Riddler. At what point do you say like we gotta figure out how to fold this universe in? Gotta figure out how to get them in the fold because it clearly, I mean, people are clearly like they attached to this now. It's another thing. This version of Batman. But they saying here it ain't a priority. Since when is Batman? I ain't never heard somebody say Batman not a priority. I'm not taking the words on this site as gospel. I'm just saying based off what we know to be fact. They haven't done anything with Brave and Bold, right? Like we can confirm that, right? That nothing's really been done like outside of like. So that's just my question to you. Like, what do you think of that? Like, what do you think that this puts more pressure on James Gunn to try to figure out how to just work with this Batman as opposed to making an entirely new Batman?
See, my thing is in these type of situations, you got to do it. You got to do it at work. You got to do it. You do it at work. You do it at, you see it in sports a lot, right? Where it's like when you got an entity that can do its own thing, right? You ain't like it's at work. Somebody you got to bring in. You ain't got to train. You ain't got to go through all the fold. Like it's already there. You acquire a business, right? You Google, you acquire something. You don't change it. Some things that's working the way, if it's working right, you don't come in and change it.
Facts.
You just let it rock. You may add a little input, but like, look, this is one less thing I got to worry about, and I could still make money off of it, right? Like, it seemed like the smart, you want to do the Brave and the Bold story. Got it. But it seemed like that's something you keep in the clip because you can roll out with this guy, right? This situation right here. And this already is its own. You find a way the easiest thing is to fold it in. The hardest thing is to build something new off of this. Like, people like this Batman. People like this, this type. It works. Y'all got a lot of other things that work right now, right? And what you gonna let them do? One more movie and then be like, okay, cool, that was enough. But then we'll bring our guy in like this. They can still, like, it sounded like they'll be able to do the second one, and it could possibly still have like TV shows built within because of the type of rogues gallery, like you say, that Batman got. Like, they can, you know what I'm saying? The different things that they can run in and out. You got things that work. You smart. You figure that part out. And I think the smart thing, I ain't gonna say the smart thing. I think the easy thing to do is just figure out how to make this work. They could just make their movies. That's one less thing you have to worry about, right? Like, why worry about having to redo? It was something I was just
overkill.
I use an example, right? This is an example I was listening to. I was talking about. Now, I don't hate to bring Star Wars up and everything, but it was like they did the same. You brought this up and I didn't know until I played the game. I had watched Kenobi before I played Fallen Order. If you're gonna do a story of a stolen Padawan, right? A stolen Padawan who becomes an Inquisitor, and it's just like the one in Fallen Order with Second Sister. Or with her, it got to be better. I mean, because it was the same. It's not a trying to shit on anything, and it's definitely not comparable to Batman. And Batman is his own different category. But when you watch when they did it, they brought Reva in the. It was almost already in the film. It had to be better than what they did. Your journey into the Fortress Inquisitorius kind of got to be better than what they did in Fallen Order.
Yes.
right? If it ain't better, if you can't, then don't even do that, right? Or or piggyback like, oh damn, I didn't know you, or have that moment where Obi and Cal meet, like, oh, you here too?
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
well, you here too?
That would have been live. Yeah.
So what I'm trying to say, and it might not be like, it's definitely not life for life, but what I'm saying is, like, they doing this right. It's not like you said, it's not like they like Batman walked into the theaters and flopped. It was right. And then, like you said, at the TV show, right? Just let this Batman live. You don't even have to worry about that. Because you sound like you want to, because right, think about this, man. You sound like you want to go from Superman to Supergirl.
Yeah.
But James, that's not noise I want to hear.
Right.
I'm gonna go see it. Don't get me wrong. You know
Yeah,
I'm gonna go
yeah.
see it, and you know I'm gonna go see Wilson. But that's not what I want to hear. Yo, I want to go Superman to Batman.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be Superman and Supergirl from what it sounds like.
It's gonna be Superman.
They got that cast already, right?
She's in the movie, probably doing what I'ma not like, setting us up for her movie. It's a commercial for her.
I couldn't think of who,
I just talked
who's
about
doing
that.
You're right. They're doing it already. They're
They
backdoor
doing it.
pilot in Supergirl. You're right. She in the movie.
Yeah, and probably gonna be to a point where like we gonna leave her off. Like, okay, I guess we'll catch up with her in a minute.
Yeah.
We'll see her in a minute.
Probably, because if the storyline, she probably gonna end up, because if they doing what I think they doing, sorry, 30 time now. I think she ends up in another. I think she ended up getting like blasted to the future somehow.
Okay.
So I mean, that's just not spoiler, but yeah, you're right, man. That's a great point. I couldn't even think. You're right. I didn't even think about that. They're doing exactly what we just talked about.
Yeah.
And she in the movie, man. We know they're doing it.
She in the movie. She taking cast pictures like she there.
Batman ain't in the movie.
Batman ain't in the movie. They got. I saw they just cast a couple Green Lanterns, right?
Did they?
For the show,
is that official?
Yeah. The one
was that old boy from the Netflix movie?
I can't remember his name.
Dude, I know it's John
brother
Stewart.
They cast, and then John Stewart, and then the other guy that's in I can't remember his name, but he's always what has he been in that I always see like pictures, like it might have been a famous show. He might have been like in Friday Night Lights or something like that. Like it's something famous that I've seen him in, but it's like, oh yeah, he about to play Hal, because I think Josh Grogan, Josh Rowland, what's his name? Josh Rowland turned it down.
Yeah, I'll look that up.
Yeah, just pull it up and just run it instead of running my mouth. But yeah, we moving on. So like, hey man, just let them, or like you say, this could just be a case where they try to let this run its course, and when they finish up with we don't get Batman until they finish with the Reeves contract. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, man, that's a long time, man. Just let them play in this.
Yeah,
we can have it if it's it could be on the same planet. It could not be on the same planet, but like,
I'm starting to think like,
just let this work. We don't have to have Penguin and Wonder Woman meet. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need that. I'm cool.
Now I'm gonna tell you, this the guy. You was right, man. They did. Actually, I didn't know if this was official, and I did hear about this.
I think I saw it on like Hollywood Reporter or something or whatever. I
felt
like it was legit when I synced them.
I like this guy. I'm not
scroll
gonna lie.
up though. I can't see him.
My bad. I'm gonna expand the screen.
Yeah.
Good actor, man. Good actor. Great casting. This is a great casting move right here, man. Aaron Pierre, man. They couldn't have found a better haircut. That's almost AI right there, man. Like, it's almost AI, man. Like, you almost gotta believe, like, the eyes and all that. Like, this ain't really, but it is how he looked. He was in this Rebel Ridge movie.
Guy.
Yeah, John Stewart, a great character, man.
That's one of my guys right there.
Man,
that's like that grow up stuff. Like that's my Green Lantern.
That's my Green Lantern for sure. Especially off of the Justice League.
That's exactly where it's from.
Yeah, he a lot of people's Green Lantern. Dog.
That's my Green Lantern.
A lot of people didn't grow up on Hal Jordan, man. Hal Jordan went crazy, and he didn't come back until later. But this is a good actor, man. Rebel Ridge.
Look up Kyle Chandler too when you get a chance, because that's that Kyle Chandler. The person that's supposed to be, see where it says Kyle Chandler, like who might be. He's in the negotiations.
Oh, Kyle Chandler.
Because that's the guy they talking about Hal, and I want to make sure it's the same guy that I saw that they was talking that noise. They was him. So you've seen him in other stuff, and I can't remember what he's been in.
Yeah, he been in a lot of, and he a Warner Brothers guy too, man. He was in he been in all them damn Godzilla movies. So I can see that so that mean the Green Lantern is John Stewart. That when they say the green when the Green Lantern, when they say the Green Lantern, it's John Stewart. Yeah, it's Kyle Chandler older, man. Kyle Chandler is like in his 50s, so which is cool. It would make sense to make because like we just said it, man. John Stewart is the Green Lantern. Most people grew up on John Stewart, so that's dope.
Hey, look at that line at the end. It said this. It follows new recruit John Stewart
I
and
don't like
Lantern
that.
legend
Yeah,
Jordan Chandler,
I
two
don't like that.
intergalactic cops drawn into a
I
dark
don't like that.
Earth-based mystery as they
Yeah,
investigate a murder. You don't
I
like that?
hate it. I
Because
hate
I
it.
like
Why
that.
the hell are we? What are we doing?
Oh man,
I
for real?
don't like this, man. No, I don't like it, and this is the problem I got. I don't want. I'm trying not to get on the soapbox. I promise. This guy,
Oh, Lindelof.
because what are we doing, man? What are we? What this is giving low budget, sneaky low
Oh,
budget,
they don't want to be
because
honest. Yeah.
yeah, because hey,
He said it's
hey,
giving
hey,
low.
Damon Lindelof, bro. If you want to make a detective show,
Yeah.
make your detective show, B.
Yeah.
But quit trying the sneaky stuff that he do, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
He did this shit with the Watchmen. You
Okay.
make a show about something completely different. That ain't got nothing to really do with the source. You use stuff from the source material, but you really making a show about whatever the hell show. Look, tell me if this makes sense to you. Because you would do this if you was sneaky. Because I'll stand behind this theory. This is the shit I think Damon Lindelof does. Okay, you had Lost back in the day. Everybody know, famous show, popular
Yeah.
show,
Yeah.
hit show, classic show. It really wasn't like his show, but he was a part of it.
Yeah.
Then he had The Leftovers. That was a show on HBO back in the day. It did all right. It's kind of more of like a niche cult classic type show. You know, it's like a not the biggest show, but it had its fans. Then he had the Watchmen, man. I think what he does, I think what he's doing here, he probably got shows that he trying to get off, but he using IP, he used license.
Mhm.
Like, yeah, I got it. They come to him like, what do you got? He like, I could do something for Watchmen, but it's really some shit he already got.
Yeah.
And I'm what I fear here is I hope you're not using the Green Lantern to make whatever cop procedural, not procedural, but like whatever true or whatever murder drama detective show that you got. Don't use the Green Lanterns to do that.
Yeah.
I don't like this. I don't like two intergalactic cops drawn into a dark Earth-based. Earth-based is wild.
Yeah.
Why is it Earth-based, bro? These the
Yeah.
Green Lanterns.
Yeah.
You couldn't like you off planet would have been more interesting to me.
Yeah. See,
Even if
I got with you because I saw investigating a murder,
in the
right? Like, so
American
it's of interest,
heartland.
but like you say,
So
they're
do
gonna
this.
be in Kansas.
Do this. Just isolate that. Take out the intergalactic cops part and just say, you see what I'm highlighting here?
Yeah, two cops.
What do that? So ignore everything before the highlight. Before
Yeah.
I highlight it. Ignore Earth-based. What do that sound like to you? That has nothing to do with DC. That has nothing to do with comic books.
No.
That doesn't have to be superheroes. That just sound like a cop drama, a
Yeah.
detective drama.
Yeah.
That sound like
True crimes or something.
yeah, that's true crime, B. Like that's true detective.
Yeah, True Detective. That's what I was trying to say.
That's true detective season 7 or whatever, man.
Yeah.
Cops drawn into a dark mystery as they investigate murder in American heartland. What do I care about the American heartland for if I'm a Green Lantern? Is it gonna be aliens? Like, to me, I'm telling you, man, you gotta be.
Is this?
I'm hoping Damon Lindelof didn't hijack the show, bro, and make some little drama he wanted to make, and he using, because I think he does that. I really, not the targeting, man, but I see. I'm just telling you what I see. I'm telling you what I'm using evidence based on the
100%.
You know what I mean? Like the Watchmen did this. This the Watchmen, dog. Like we supposed to be able to look at the Watchmen and be like, oh shit, this is a show about the Watchmen. But he made it into something else. Like it was a show that really didn't have anything to do with the Watchmen. So I'm like looking at it now and I'm like, all right, so comic book writer Tom King, okay, that's a good sign. Damon Lindelof's a good writer, by the way, too. I'm not it sounds like I'm crapping on him. He a good writer.
No, but you pointed that out because that's one of the
But I'm
things
like,
we kind of been like
yeah,
upset about with some of
critical
these
about that.
these
Yeah.
recent some of these shows that have been coming out, especially using where it's like they want to do a show about they're telling us we get in this show, but when we see it, there's so many cuts around it where you're not like you say, I just go to Moon Knight for some like we did a Moon Knight show, but due to cost, we don't really get Moon Knight. So we had a whole show about a disorder, right?
There you go.
There was more about the disorder and less about the the actual superhero. And we don't really get any of that. And when you now that you come on the other side of it, like, well, that had to be because of cost, right? That had to
There
be
you
because
go.
of cost because it costs
That's
too much
what
to
it
do the
sounds like.
CG for the show.
That's a way to get around that.
Because if I don't get this, because like I say, I'm going in. That's funny how you did that because I'm going in like I got the ring. You know what I mean? We doing this action. He done stopped the plane with the. He probably if he in the middle of the heartland investigating a murder, he ain't doing none of that.
I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, that's right. Man, you killed my.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
I'm glad you did that because I'm like,
bro.
shit.
As soon as I saw
Damon
Damon off, I'm like,
why
you got
like they
Damon
doing
off
this?
in here, bro? Like he's not a comic book guy. He like to write about mystery box. He that guy. He did a lot of work with J.J. Abrams.
Yeah.
He's a mystery box guy. He's not a comic book world building type dude. So to see this again, hopefully Tom King takes the majority. You know, he takes the brunt of the writing and like Damon.
Who was?
And
Chris
then you got
Mundi?
Ozark. You got the Ozark guy in here.
Yeah,
This just sounds like a drama. Like they'll probably be in the suits, but a lot of this is probably gonna just be them running around in regular street clothes with regular guns. Maybe the gun will be green from the ring or whatever.
Hey, this should be a movie, shouldn't it?
This definitely should be a movie. But I'm also gonna make the prediction they're gonna lose the rings at some point too. This sounds like a way to get around costs, man. I'm sorry, man. It's what it sounds like. Like it just sounds like a way to how do we make something that they don't have to constantly be using the rings and the suits and all that, and we can cut down on the CG, and it sounds like budget.
Yeah, because they were saying like I still haven't watched it. But like it's come out like that even parts of like the second season of House of Dragon, some of the way it ended was basically due to cost. It wasn't even like the writers in the story. They had it.
Yep.
They had what the people wanted. And they had to cut it because we got to shorten this to this, or we got to do that to that. And it's like, hey man, just do a regular show if you got to go through all that, man. Like you say, if I can't see, like I was hyped, man, but if I can't see the Lantern Corps doing some Lantern Corps shit,
they'll give you that in the first episode. They'll give you the core, man. They'll give you the what's the dudes with the big heads, paws, the Guardians or whatever they call it. I forgot. I'm blanking on their name.
I don't know what you're talking about. But
they'll give you that. They'll give you like that in the first episode, and then the rest of that shit gonna be on the earth, in the heartland of America. So they even made it like we ain't gonna be in a big city. They so cheap on it. They like, it's gonna be on a farm.
And I thought John was in the hood. Remember, he was getting his hair cut. He was like that one episode. He was just like hopped out the apartment. He went outside, got his hair cut.
He'll be in the hood for a minute, but now they Green Lanterns, so they get dispatched to all types of places. So it's
I'm about to watch that series again.
In the Heartland, Ohio?
Yeah, like I go to Kansas instantly. Like, man, we gonna be in Kansas?
Nope, they ain't going to Smallville,
and he ain't even going to Kansas. Oh man, we going to Smallville. We're gonna be close to Smallville, trying to solve a murder.
Yeah, man, they about to play us, man. I'm gonna try to be optimistic about it, man. But I already see there's gonna be people. It's gonna be humans talking to humans.
Oh, we ain't gonna get the pig. We ain't gonna get the pig. The
Kill,
pig man.
We ain't
gonna get the. I'm about to say Kilgore, but we ain't gonna get him.
Nah, Kilowog. It's Kilowog, right? I'm blanking on names, man.
You got to show up, man.
I'm sorry,
it's
bro.
The core, man.
I'm sorry, man. That they don't. Yeah, Kilowog, man. We gonna get. I'm gonna get one scene with Kilowog. Budget. Just give him one scene, Kilowog.
It's gonna be like Zed, man. They doing us like
Hey
that.
man, the rest of this gonna be regular human characters, man. It's gonna be a drama, bro. They gonna lose the rings, so I can't use my powers. Very convenient, man. It's gonna be very convenient that you're not gonna see CG and all that. You're not gonna see
It's
them
bad
turning the
business.
rings into guns and sledgehammers and stuff. And bro, in the movie, they was turning the ring into race cars, and you ain't gonna see none of that. And we're not gonna get what's your boy name? The villain, the villain. Damn, the Green Lantern villain. Yeah, I see stuff, man. I'm be honest, bro. I hate to turn this negative, but I'm concerned, man. I'm concerned. Now stuff's starting to make sense in a negative way, in my opinion. Like, and I say that because I was like, damn, man, Hal Jordan, man, damn, okay, Hal gonna be a little, he a vet. All right, cool. So the star gonna be, John Stewart. Now I'm like, this is gonna be a drama. This ain't gonna really be a superhero show.
Like
This
he
gonna
gonna
be
get lessons. He gonna get lessons from Hal. Final lessons, maybe. He gonna get lessons from Hal. Like he gonna be because he gonna be a little man compared to Hal. Hal gonna raise him. They're gonna
Sinestro, yeah. So are we gonna get Sinestro? Where's Sinestro at in this point? I'm assuming Sinestro is already Sinestro. Like he left the Corps already. He already got the yellow ring because this an older Hal. Did Hal go crazy already and come back, or is it just like I wonder where this fits in the timeline? But yeah, that's wild, man. I'm sorry. Abin Sur, like, is he gonna be a part of this? Are we gonna get the Green Lantern origin story? Like, when we get Hal's origin story? Like, what are we? We're not gonna get none of that, but
damn, we're gonna get it. We're gonna get it in Paris by Hawk Girl. So we can get that flame started.
We can see how because we know
she in a Superman movie, right?
Oh yeah. He getting old. He getting old. They might already be together. She probably gonna be in the show. Matter of fact, hold on, man. That's old girl, right? That's the Merced girl, right?
Yeah, she in there.
Yeah. Oh, she got. She's so got.
Oh man. That's hilarious.
Yeah, she got, bro. Isabella Merced. Yeah, she got. I guarantee you she gonna pop up in the credits. She been in everything too.